In our Sunrise Smart Start, around 2:30 this morning, Rochester police responded to the area of Myrtle and Laurel Streets for a shot spotter activation.
Before they got there, police say they were notified of a male shot in the same area. According to officials, the victim is a 45-year-old man shot at least once in the lower body. That victim was taken to Strong Hospital, where he is being treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Police tell us there are no suspects in custody, and anyone with information is asked to call 911. In developing news now, a deputy with the Monroe County Sheriff's Office has been placed on administrative duty after the Sheriff's Office says he was seen driving away from the area of a fatal crash in East Rochester.
A 17-year-old died in that accident Saturday morning. This happened near Bluff Drive and Garfield Avenue. Investigators say the teen lost control and hit a house while driving too fast. The question now is if there was a connection. The Sheriff's Office says this is them trying to be as transparent as possible while the details are being ironed out.
We were able to locate video where we do see the vehicle that crashed. And then 10 seconds later, we see our vehicle going by with the lights on. And I know 10 seconds is quite a bit of time as you look at it. But when we saw that, we just decided that we were going to stop right there because we didn't know. Right, that's really all we know. So I've essentially just told you everything that we know, and now we're trying to get all the details. But what we wanted to do is, we do know that it was a fatal motor vehicle accident. So we brought the Attorney General's office involved, and we had them in today. And then we're going to do concurrent investigations with them and really get into all the other information to exactly what was going on.
The Sheriff's Office is expressing their condolences to the family of that teenage driver. The names of both the victim and the deputy on administrative duty have not been released.
Police tell us the Brockport school bus driver that was terminated by the Brockport School District for allegedly driving while intoxicated was transporting children at the time. Robert Manley was tested at random as part of a union contract with the district. Police say the test indicated a BAC level of 0.14%. Brockport's superintendent says Manley was on an out-of-district bus run at the time.
A Rochester man has been accused of setting several fires in the last week. He's now facing multiple counts of arson and burglary. The first fire was started in a vacant commercial building on Mortimer Street and the next at the former Riverside Hotel. Tuesday night, a dumpster fire behind the Dewey Avenue Family Dollar caused some damage to the building there. No injuries have been reported because of the fires, and the suspect is being held at Monroe County Jail awaiting arraignment. No word yet on his identity. The Walgreens on Thurston Road in the 19th Ward is closed, and that may not sound like much to some people, but the loss of a local pharmacy can add a lot of stress to people who either live in that area or who work there and don't have many other options.
The store is now closed and affecting more than just local residents who shop there. News 8's Jatira Marsh joins us now live this morning to give us the latest. Jatira, good morning.
Amel, Casey, good morning. According to the Commissioner of Neighborhood and Business Development, Dana Miller, he says the employees at that store location are also being impacted by this decision. At the end of the day on Monday, November 7th, the store officially closed down. The decision was made by Walgreens Corporation due to lack of prescription quota being filled. Walgreens is set to close 200 stores in the U.S. The only one so far in Rochester was at 670 Thurston Road. Miller says he spoke with employees in the store before the closure to learn about their change of employment.
My understanding from the Walgreens executives is that all of the existing employees in the store were given opportunities to work in other Walgreens stores in the area. I did go in the store and speak with some of the employees, and the ones I spoke with said that although they were offered other positions, they were not equivalent positions, and so they declined to take those offers.
He said those employees are now either unemployed or searching for business elsewhere. Additionally, the prescriptions being filled at that location has been transferred to another location at Chili Avenue. Live in Rochester, Jatira Marsh, News 8. Back to you guys.
All right, Jatira, thank you. Miller says the focus now is finding a replacement tenant to occupy that building, preferably one that has a pharmacy.
News 8 is your local election headquarters. Election commissioners tell us the technical issues from election night have been resolved. They also tell us at no time were the results of the election in question, despite that delay. In the end, they blame overloading the system with too much information. BOE commissioners will be finalizing absentee ballots through next Tuesday, along with military and federal ballots. They plan to have results certified by Thanksgiving week.
As the numbers began to come in, the picture became more clear with Congressman Joe Morelle, a Democrat, holding his 25th congressional district seat. This despite a spirited challenge from former Rochester Police Chief LaRon Singletary, a Republican. Morelle announced his victory early yesterday morning, and Singletary conceded and congratulated Morelle after the Board of Elections clarified what had happened. Now that the dust has settled, Morelle says he pledges to work across the aisle when going back for his new term, and while him and Singletary disagree on certain issues, he says they share a mutual love for their community.
Governor Kathy Hochul is getting ready for her first full term in the governor's mansion after a majority of voters chose her in the gubernatorial election. Hochul first became governor after former Governor Andrew Cuomo resigned. She's also the first female governor elected in New York. The Buffalo native spoke exclusively with our sister station in Buffalo, detailing some of her priorities.
So there are national trends and what's going on nationally with inflation and people's anxiety about the high cost of living. So I'm committed to continuing to focus our efforts on driving down costs and making things more affordable, everything from housing to the cost of gasoline to utilities.
And the race for the governor's seat was tighter than originally expected, with Hochul's opponent, Republican Congressman Lee Zeldin, gaining popularity in the polls in the weeks leading up to the election. Zeldin waited until yesterday morning to concede. In his address to his supporters, he said even though he didn't win, the fact that the race was as close as it was is something for New York Republicans to feel good about.
So, at one point, yeah, the race says that we were down 30-something, and then it became 20-something, and then it's 15, and now it's under 10. We have been crushing the Election Day vote all across the entire state.
The results of the gubernatorial race and other statewide races will be officially certified by the State Board of Elections on December 15th.
Now for a look at some national news. Hurricane Nicole crossing over Florida's east coast as a Category 1 hurricane. That was around 3 o'clock this morning. The National Hurricane Center is warning residents of strong winds, heavy rain, and a dangerous storm surge. Nicole is expected to knock out power for hundreds of thousands of people, and evacuation orders remain in effect all along Florida's east coast. Nicole will go down as the third hurricane to make landfall in Florida in November since record keeping began in 1853. And while Nicole is blamed for delaying the Artemis moon launch, NASA will keep the rocket on the launch pad, saying it's able to withstand winds of up to 85 miles per hour.
All right, let's check in now with meteorologist James Gilbert. It's unfortunate to see what we're seeing down in Florida again this year, but James, I gotta say that sky eye behind you, stunning.
Yeah, not bad at all. A view over Lake Ontario looking good. We've got a sunrise that was just a moment ago. We've got great playground weather. How about this? 71 degrees this afternoon under blue skies, 0% chance of rain. That number goes to 100% by tomorrow afternoon. We've got heavy rain, maybe an inch or more for many Friday afternoon. We'll talk about that and take a peek at the weekend at the end of the show. KCML.
All right, James, thank you. One last look at the traffic report in Sunrise. Things are still looking really good out there. 390, 490, 590 are moving on time. I'm not seeing any new accidents or any holdups, so if you're heading out the door right now, you should be smooth sailing on your way into work.
All right, well, speaking of the playground, as James just mentioned, there's a new space to play in town, and it's even got Rochester's mayor excited.
Rochester Mayor Malik Evans cut the ribbon on the improved Bronson Avenue playground and got right in on the action, enjoying the brand new full-size basketball court. The new space includes play sets with safety surfacing, an outdoor classroom, benches, bike racks, and shade trees. It's located behind the Phyllis Wheatley Library, adjacent to the Montgomery Neighborhood Center. And St. Joseph's School in Penfield is honoring local veterans ahead of Veterans Day on Friday with its annual Field of Honor ceremony. Pre-K through 6th grade students at the school plant more than 200 miniature U.S. flags in the ground. The ceremony acts as a way to educate kids about Veterans Day. The flags are purchased by community members and proceeds go to the Veterans Outreach Center.
The holidays are usually a time for families to enjoy each other's company, but for many service members, holidays can be the toughest time of the year. Full Circle Home is assisting deployed service members from all branches of the military in Rochester and beyond by sending loved ones presents for the holidays. It's something to let the heroes at home know their heroes overseas are thinking of them. During the most recent event, the organization was able to pack up more than 1,000 gift boxes for loved ones.
And here some folks might be talking about at the water cooler this morning. The update on Josh Allen from Coach McDermott was that Josh Allen is day-to-day with his elbow injury, and it's unknown if he'll play on Sunday. He was seen with a sleeve or a brace on his injured elbow. Tremaine Edmonds, Greg Russo, and Jordan Poyer also didn't practice, and Matt Milano, Dane Jackson, and Spencer Brown were all limited. We'll know for sure if Allen will play by the time the game comes this Sunday at 1 p.m. Now, all right. I'll say I don't know a lot about football, but that sounds like a lot of players to be down.
That are not taking reps. Yeah, no kidding. All right, time for one more check with James, and a very quick happy birthday to all the Marines out there, James.
Yes, that's right. Marine Corps birthday today. We've got a bus stop forecast that looks good. Numbers in the 60s this afternoon. Get that classwork done so you can get outside and enjoy it this afternoon. 8-day forecast. Tomorrow is Veterans Day. Heavy rain through the afternoon. A couple of inches of rain could be possible on a very dry ground. We've got leaves out there as well, so that could be an issue. Then this weekend looks a lot more like November. Numbers in the 30s and 40s. Maybe a snow shower possible Sunday night into Monday off of some lake effect, and we'll be talking cold as we get into next week.
All right, James, thank you, and thank you so much for watching News 8 at Sunrise.
Our next update's coming up in 30 minutes. Thanks for starting your day with us. We certainly do appreciate it. CBS Mornings is up next.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.